Well, here we are on Willard Bay Reservoir in Utah. It's been about a month since I fished here. Water level has gone down quite a bit. Water temperatures have stayed high. Air temperatures have stayed high. In fact, it's supposed to get to be 100 today. I hope the fishing's as hot as the weather is. Okay, heading out. It's 7:30. Been out here for about a half hour. Seeing lots of shad on the screen, but not too much else. Fishing a little small whirly flig and a piece of worm on one rod, and whirly flig and a small hole minnow on the other rod. Water temperature is 75.59 out here in the main lake. Probably going to warm up a bit during the day. It's nice so far with just a little bit of chop on the water, which actually should help the fishing. Oh well, stand by. Well, looks like I hooked up on my first fish here about 8:10 and got it on a white gulp on a wobble head with a spinner blade on it, called my Pistol Pat, and I'm thinking it's probably a catfish. Sure fighting like one anyway. Feels like it's got a little weight to it. Yep, that's what it is. Good old kitty. Come on in here, Mr. Cat. Bring you up here and get that nasty hook out of your mouth. And here's what he ate, which is a wobble jig with a spinner and a white gulp minnow. Yep, way to start the day. Well, I just got one unhooked. It's 8:14 and I got something else hooked up here. Got this one on a whirly flig and a minnow, and I think it's another catfish. Yep, sure looks like one. Got a little sun on the water and the fish got more active. Okay, come on in here. Looks like he gulped it down pretty good. Okay, got you this far. Bring it on up on the tube. Put the rod in the rod tree. And let's see what the damage looks like here. Oh yeah, he's got that whirly flig down inside. He looked like he really wanted it. So might have to do a little surgery here. At least reach down in and get it. Hope I can do that without too much damage. And looks like we got it. So blue and silver whirly flig with a minnow. And got another nice kitty fish. Okay, here we are at 8:23. Just hooked another one on the white gulp minnow and giving a pretty good account of himself. Probably another catfish. Looks like it might be an NBC day today. Nothing but catfish. Be a pleasant surprise if it wasn't. Stand down there and slugging it out now. Kind of acts like a catfish. So we'll get ready to invite him aboard here. Yep, looks like another kitty. Like that white gulp minnow. That's legal. Come on, crawl in the net. Did it just like you knew what you're doing. Okay, there we go. Yep, white gold minnow on a wobble head with a spinner blade on it. Call those my pistol pats. Oh, I've got something on a little whirly flag and some worm. I don't know what it is. Might be a catfish. Hit it pretty good and he's fought pretty good. A little bit of weight to him. Yeah, it feels like a catfish. Putting a bend in the stick and stretching my string. But tugs is drugs. Yeah, getting him up here. Yeah, it looks like a catfish. Well, that's three things I've got catfish on so far today then. This is the same lure I was using last week up at Rockport, catching perch on it. But catfish are kind of equal opportunity and they'll take about anything you serve them. There we go. Bring it on up. Rod in the rod tree. There's that little mini whirly flig with the chartreuse with the red eye. Catfish liked it just fine. Well, looks like I got myself another kitty cat here trying to wrap me up in my fins. Got this one on a white whirly flig with a white gulp minnow on it. They seem to like the white and the white gulp minnow today. Okay, getting up here where in the zone. Yep, another kitty. White on white. We'll take it. No pride at all. Coming aboard. Rod in the rod tree. Get up here for a close-up examination. Well, we got more action going here on the blue and silver whirly flig with a minnow on it. Just got through putting up the cat that I got on the white whirly flig and the white gulp minnow. Didn't even get a new gulp minnow put back on and this rod went off. And acts like he's got a little attitude or catitude, whichever you want to call it. I'll get out the net to invite him aboard. Here, kitty kitty, come on into the net. And I own you, ha ha. Okay. Rod in the rod tree. And let's take a good look at this guy close up here. That again was on the blue whirly flig with a minnow on it. Blue and silver. Works pretty good. And as you can see on the screen, we're going through a few fish. So, back in the zone. Bendo again here. Feels like something fairly substantial. Taking line, cruising around. I'm guessing it's probably just another catfish, but it's fighting kind of funny. There it goes. Again, we're in about 8 feet of water. Water temperatures come up to 75.5. 9:46 in the morning. Come on, fish. Yep, another kitty fish. Got about a dozen so far today, and they're all fun. But I would like to catch a wiper or a walleye just to break up the monotony. Come on, there he goes. Okay, this is another one that we got on the blue and silver whirly flag with a minnow on it. The blue and silver always works good in here. And since I got plenty in the basket, you go back and grow up. Yeah, we got us another one coming in. Wonder of wonders, it looks like another catfish. Guess probably ought to get the net out. Another one on the deadly blue and silver whirly flag. And he liked a piece of meat on it. Had a minnow on it. And that's what he looks like. And since we got plenty in the basket, this one also gets his early release program. If I can get that hook out. There we go. Come back and play when you get bigger. For those that want to know, I'm gonna show how I rig up these whirly flags with a minnow. There's the blue and silver. It's got a size 1 eagle claw hook on it. Hook them first through the gills, around the back, around the spine, and make sure the hook point is exposed. And that way you get pretty close to 100% hookup rate. And then we just throw it out 40-50 feet behind the tube. Let it settle to the bottom. Let that little whirly jig do its job. Wait for the rod to go bendo. Well, it's 10:46. I said I'd give myself till 10:45, and then I'd start trolling on the way back in. And right at 10:45, this Mr. Catfish climbed on, which is kind of accommodating. This, by my count, is around 15 or 16 for the day, which is not a bad day for an NBC day on nothing but catfish. And he feels like he's got a little bit of size to him. Whoa. Yeah, they sure do fight good in this warm water. Okay, come on back in here. Hey, come on. Oh. Come on, get up here. Oh, you're not that big. You just got a lot of catitude. Yeah, you're probably one of the smaller ones I got all day, and you put up one of the best fights. I'd say that probably earns you a trip back to the water. Another one on the blue and silver whirly flag with a minnow on it. It's proven to be a pretty popular item today. Okay, Mr. Kitty, get bigger and we'll catch you next year. Well, I made it back in off Golden Pond. I survived the trip. Ended up with a few nice kitty fish. Kept about 6. Caught about 10 more and released them. But that's going to be enough for a nice family fish fry.